We are here today with Brett Rutecki. Brett, welcome back to the show.
Hey, Mike, thanks for having me.
Brett, today we're going to be talking about something that I know that you're really excited about. I'm really excited about. I think everyone should be excited about. It's the fact that AI is huge right now. Everyone's making so much money from it. We've got all these different products that are coming out where people are selling access to software that will give people these kind of superhuman abilities, and they're making money hand over fist, where normal people are actually making them money because they're buying that software. Now, I know that you've come out with a system that's going to allow it so that regular people can have access to be able to profit from this craze by helping out local businesses, helping out businesses with websites, and being able to make money at the same time. So bring us into this. Why should we be excited?
So, one of the things that I realized, and you just touched on it, but one of the things I realized a couple of months ago was that a lot of people are making a ton of money with AI. But the thing is, the people that are making money with AI aren't the ones that are using AI. Now, people using AI are being more productive. They're accomplishing more. They're getting more done in their business. And that's great. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But the people that are really cashing in, the people that are making the big money, are the people that are selling the AI to those people. You see, if you're a business owner and you can be more productive and you can save time and you will pay to do that, right? So that's why the business owners are getting excited and they're buying AI products. But the ones that are really putting money in their pocket, because let's be honest, that's what we're here for. We're here to put money in our pockets. The ones that are putting money in their pockets are the ones selling the AI tools to those people. Now, I've created AI tools. A lot of people in the space have created AI tools. A lot of us have made a ton of money creating AI tools. Other companies. I mean, it's all over. I mean, you
Yep.
can't go anywhere without seeing AI. I mean, I use Yahoo Mail, and Yahoo now summarizes my emails with AI. If I open up an email, I could read the whole email or I could read the AI summary. I mean, it's everywhere, right? A lot of people are cashing in with AI, but you know who's not cashing in with AI? People who don't know how to write software. They're not cashing in with AI because they don't know how to use AI. They don't know how to create AI tools. So I thought to myself, um, instead of creating an AI tool and selling it to people, which is
Mhm.
great, there's nothing wrong with that. Why don't I create an AI tool and then sell a system that allows people to sell the tool? So that way other people can make money. So that way other people can have an AI software to sell. Now, I've done things like this similar in the past, the agency access systems
Mhm.
that I've had. But I decided to take this even a step further. So instead of just creating a software, giving it to people and say, hey, here, now you can resell this. I thought, well, that doesn't really do them any good because they still need a sales page, a sales video, all that happy stuff, a way for them to log in. So I created an entire system that allows people to sell this AI software. So now the software is written for them. The sales page is written for them. A professionally designed sales video is done for them. Literally every single aspect of creating and marketing a software is done for them.
And we're going to take a look at that in a second here, but it's different than your normal agency rights in the fact that this is designed specifically so that you can take this and sell this software to businesses, and you have like a done for you, like you said, sales material, done for you sales page there, where essentially you can share a link with someone, and when they buy it, you're going to get paid into your accounts with that. Now, people are always wondering, like, how do they get paid from this? Oh, how do they get that money to come into their accounts?
Well, so there's multiple ways. And they can use PayPal if they want. You can go ahead and create a PayPal buy button, put that inside of your sales page. I'll show that in a second. There's actually a section inside of your dashboard that allows you to say this is your buy button code, so you can use that if you want to use PayPal. You can use an affiliate network if you really want to. You can go ahead and try to attract some affiliates. There's nothing wrong with that. You're welcome to do that. JVZoo, Warrior Plus, ClickBank, if you like to use one of those, if you sign up for one of those. I also provide my Pay to Us platform as a free bonus, which is my checkout system. And because you've
I
sent me
use
money with
I
it.
use it myself. It's a great system.
Yeah, so you get that for free. So if you want to have a free checkout platform, I provide you with one as well. It's all, again, I wanted it to be all inclusive. And I thought of that. It's like, well, they're going to need a way to collect payments. Well, hey, what do you know? I got a payment processor. We'll give them that too. So I really didn't hold back at all. There was no no shortcuts taken. I wanted to make sure that people really have every single thing they need in order to sell an AI software because, I want people to make money because if people make money, they'll keep buying my stuff. It's good for all of us, right?
Bring us inside. Let's take a look under the hood. I'm going to ask you some more questions about it. Of course, I know the answers to a lot of them since we're launching this together, but I know I can kind of know what people will be interested in because here's the thing. A lot of times these questions that people ask about different products, they're questions that people ask over and over again, which is kind of the
Mm-hmm.
idea behind the software, is that people are always asking questions before they purchase. People always want to know just one more thing. And if they have the answer to that thing that's kind of holding them back from buying, that can really help them push them over the edge into into buying, which is kind of cool. You've actually created something that is useful, which is why it will sell, and people are going to be able to sell that product. So yeah, bring us in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you
Good.
the software first, so everybody can see how it works, and then I'll go ahead and show the agency aspect as well. So I want people to see what they're going to be selling, and then be able to see how they're going to sell it. Is that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
As soon as I figure out how to share my screen, I haven't used Zoom in a while.
I knew you had
Share
an issue with that.
screens. Sharing is not turned on for this meeting.
Allow. There you go.
All right, I appreciate your permission for that.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome.
All right, I want to share my screen. Share. All right, let's head over here to. I got to move this out of my way and get this other. Okay. So this is the SellerBot dashboard. You actually can see right here, there's a couple of bots that I've created. See, one of the things that I always do in my business is I actually use stuff myself. I wrote SellerBots several months ago. I've been using it for several months. There's been beta testers using it as well. I wanted to make sure it works because if it doesn't work, I can't let other people sell it. It's got to be perfect first. So you can see right here, this is Brett's main bot. Now, what I want to do is go ahead and show you this bot on one of my sales page. So let's go ahead and go to one of my sales pages. And you can see this right down here. See that little picture of me? That handsome guy down there
I
at the
do. I
bottom?
like that you got yourself right on there.
That's one of the things about SellerBots. It is fully customizable. It does come with some bot icons that you can use, or you can go ahead and replace it with one of your own. An image is great. So if you're using this on a real estate agent site, just imagine a real estate agent saying, "Hey, do you have any questions about this listing?" Go ahead and get your answers right here. This is one of my products. This is the sales page for one of my products. So, of course, I have a picture of myself there. Now, as you mentioned before, one of the biggest issues that people have with selling products on a site is that their customer has a question. So this is direct response marketing. I'm hoping that the person will come to this webpage and buy the product. I don't want them to leave. One of the main things that will make people leave is I have a question. I'm not real sure how this works. If you have a question, if you're not sure, if you're a little confused, what are you going to do? You're not going to buy. You sure as hell aren't going to type in your credit card into a website where you have a question about it, right? You need to get an answer, and you don't want them to leave and come back later because you want them to buy right now. And that's the point of SellerBots. It allows people to ask questions right away. You see, this bot will automatically train itself to the content of this web page. So all I did is paste a little bit of code that I got from SellerBots into this page, and the AI automatically trains itself to the entire content of the web page. If I change the web page, it will automatically retrain itself. So you can see here's my sales page here. It's got all this content on it. And let's be honest, people are busy. They're distracted. They don't want to sit here and they don't want to read all this stuff. Oh my God, that's a pain. I just want to know the answer to my question. Is this what I need? Let's find out. Okay, let's ask it. How long is the refund period? And
That's
then
fast.
SellerBots will answer instantly.
And that's fast.
It
And you don't
knows
have to
that the
worry
refund.
about, Brett, you don't have to worry about like if you have a live chat person there, if you have a live chat, you have to worry about someone has to be there, whether it's you or you're paying someone to do it for you. With this, the customer gets that answer and they don't have to wait. You don't have to worry about staffing. You don't have to worry about having your phone on you or being at your computer 24/7. It's always there.
It's exactly what SellerBot is. That's actually a good comparison. We've seen those live chats before where, hey, you have a question, speak to a real person. Well, let's be honest, most people put those on their websites. They don't, who wants to sit in their computer all day long waiting? Nobody wants to do that. I'm sitting there. Or who wants to hire somebody? That costs money. AI works for free. AI never makes mistakes. It knows the content of the website because it's automatically trained on it. So basically, you get this salesperson on your site constantly, trying to, convince the person, answer their questions, but at the same time, lead them towards the sale. So you can actually read the response, or I'll read it. It might be small on the screen. It says the refund period for affiliate stores is 14 days. If you're not satisfied, simply let us know why, and we will process a prompt refund. And then it finishes with a little bit of a sales pitch. Remember, this is a risk-free opportunity to start your own web store! Exclamation point. So it just kind of like answers the question, but leads them towards the sale. And it will do that all the time, no matter what question is answered. Hey, don't miss out on this chance. Don't, it kind of directs them to
A
buy as well, which
salesperson.
is what you want. So it's a sale. Yes, it's a question and answer system that also sales as well. A good example of that would be I put this on a real estate agent's site, and you ask it how many bedrooms are in the house, or how many bedrooms in a house, and it would say there's 4 bedrooms in the house and they're spacious. You don't normally see houses with this much room. Don't miss out. So it kind of leads you towards buying as well. That's why it's called SellerBot, because it's a bot that answers questions, but it's also intended to sell products as well. If you actually go here, you can see this is Brett's main bot. So I can go ahead and I can click on this little icon right here, and it will show all the questions that people have been asking. And you can see people have been asking this questions all the time. I get tons of questions on it, tons of answers on it right here. So here's the question we just asked it, the very first one showing. It's the last one we just asked. And I can click on it and I can see the question that was asked and the response that the bot made.
That's valuable information too, like seeing what their objections are, what they're concerned about, and you could go back in there and modify your page based upon what people are asking.
That's absolutely perfect. Yes, exactly. And it's great because you even see questions that I never even thought of. For example, here's one I have bought at the bottom on a software that we have called Auto Affiliate, and somebody had asked if the software will work in the Hungarian language. So I never even thought to put that on the sales page. But I did, however, mention just in a little bit of text that it works in multiple languages, any language that you can answer. So the bot knew to tell the person, yes, you can use this in Hungarian. Go ahead, pick it up.
And look at that. It's saying it's asking multiple times for my auto affiliate. It's asking about different languages, Serbian language, Hungarian language. I mean, if you keep on seeing people ask that, you might put right up at the top in your sales material, and this works in every language, or you know what I mean? Like to be able to address that so that people don't have to ask that question in the future, and your sales are going to go up if you're addressing those objections before people even have them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I
Great.
mean, you can see I've used this several times. I used it on my sales pages. I have it in my store, my web store. I have it on the JV page. I mean, one of the things that where you're trying to attract affiliates to promote a product. We are doing a product launch. Question affiliates have a ton of questions. I was like, well, I'm not going to answer their questions. I'll just put a bot on. Let the bot answer their questions for them because it's trained on the content of the page. So we can solve that problem.
Yeah,
You want
just
to go ahead and build a
talk to 'em.
bot real quick, Mike?
I do. Let's see one, and I've got some more questions I know people are going to ask, but go for it.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and build a bot. This will take a long time, so you can think about those questions because it's very complicated, the process of building
Oh,
a
I'm
bot.
sure it is.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to call this demo bot, and we're going to click on make bot. Okay. Now we've made the bot, so let's go ahead. We have to edit the bot. So we're going to edit the bot, and you can see all the settings here that are involved in this bot. There's a ton of them. So the first thing it's going to ask you is the bot name. We've already entered that. We're going to leave that the way we want. It's going to ask you for the bot text. So there's a little bar down here that grabs the people's attention. You can see our bot icon there. It's one of the default ones. We've got to enter in some text there to grab people's attention. Now, the text I like to enter in is something like, do you have a question? Click here to get an answer. So let's just enter something like that.
Well, I like how it has it in real time. It shows at the bottom there. That's nice that you can kind of see how it fits in there.
Yeah, I'm a nerd about stuff like
I
that.
like
Yeah,
that.
it has to be real time preview. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make this bigger. That text is a little small. Go ahead and make it a little bigger, and we can go ahead and change the font colors if we want, the background colors, all that happy stuff. We can go ahead and change the bot if we want. Let's pick a different bot. Do we want a different bot? Yeah, that's right. I don't like that bot. We're gonna stick with the one. I like that one. There are a few different ones. We can pick the one we want. And if you want to, you can go ahead and you can upload your own icon. That's how I have my bot have the image of me, because I like that personal touch as well. And now we're going to go ahead and click on Save Bot. And that's it. We just built our bot. Now we can go ahead and take this bot. You see the demo. You can see right here, there's a thing that says integrate. I'll go ahead and click on integrate, and it's going to give me some code. Any web page I put this on, the bot will be trained to any page. So all I have to do is put this code on any page. It could be a WordPress page. It could be one of my own site pages. It can be any page that I want, sales page, anything I want to have that bot on. I put that code on, and the bot will train itself. And here's the great thing: you can put that on multiple pages, but on also multiple domains. So it can be on multiple, any number of, there's no limit. You can put that bot on 50 domains and it will automatically train itself to the content of all those pages that you put it on and know everything about it. So you can even reuse the same bot multiple times over and over again. You
So
might
you
have
can
noticed here
that's
in
pretty cool. So you can be able to and I saw when you were looking earlier, you can see where those questions are coming from too. Like it was showing you which pages they're coming from.
right here, you can see this one is on this bot is on affiliate stores. And it's also on our auto affiliate sales page, and it can answer questions on both of them. So you can reuse the same bot multiple times, which is great. So if you want to, you don't have to have multiple images of yourself or whatever. You can just keep reusing the same bot. And that's all there is to creating a bot. It's really that simple.
What if you don't have access to add the code onto a page?
Well, there is an option here. Now, one of the things that I thought of when I was selling this was you're going to go ahead and you're going to sell this to local clients. I always think about real estate agents because I'm actually just bought a new house and I'm in the process of selling my house and the rest of my rental properties. So I'm always thinking about real estate agents. So I'm going to be using a real estate agent for an example. Of course, there are other options as well. You can put this on a lawyer's site. You can put this on, a mechanic's site. Pretty much any service provider in the world could use this that has a website. But I always think about real estate. So I'm going to use that in my example. One of the things I thought to myself is you go ahead and you message a real estate agent. You're trying to get a real estate agent to buy this. The real estate agent says, well, what exactly is it? What would be really cool, though, is if you could show the real estate agent what it would look like before they actually buy. So you could say, hey, check this out. Look how awesome this is. Imagine how this is going to benefit you. Here's a link to buy it if you want to get it and have it on your sites, right? That would be pretty helpful for making sales. So let's go ahead and create a page. I'm going to go ahead and click on page. We're going to call this page real estate demo. And I'm going to grab a page for, this is a local real estate agent up where I live. I live near Scranton, Pennsylvania. This is a local page with a house for sale. Let's go ahead and grab that. I'm going to paste that in there. I'm going to pick the bot that I want. We're going to use the demo bot that I just created. And I'm going to click on create page. Now we can go ahead and view this. And it's going to put our bot on that page.
I like that.
And it's going to, I'm sorry?
I like that.
Yeah.
That's
now this bot is automatically trained now, instantly. It just got trained to the content of this website. So now we're going to ask this, how many square feet, let's say how many bedrooms. Oops, it helps if I'm typing in there. How many bedrooms this house? And it goes and talks about it. And it even talks about how it's a charming Victorian style home.
So that's cool. So you have an example to be able to send to that company when you want to try and sell this to them, because not only are you getting the software to use for yourself on your own websites, but you're also getting the rights to be able to resell this software. Now, let's say you send.
There's actually another. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go for it.
I want to talk about this one last thing about this really quick, because it's a huge benefit to people using this, and I want to make sure it gets pointed out. So, what if I came to this website and I'm interested in this website and I don't speak English very well? I speak Spanish primarily. I don't really speak English. A good example of this would be your wife. Your wife speaks English, but she's primarily a Turkish speaker, right? Mm-hmm. What if I were to do that? And I'm having a problem getting my answers in here. I can ask the bot a question in Spanish. It
Ah,
will answer in Spanish.
so it can work in any language.
Well, I haven't tried every language because I don't speak every
Sure.
language.
Okay, makes sense.
But if you ask this, if you type in a foreign language, it will answer as best it can in that foreign language.
Well, that's neat.
So now you're able to reach people that you normally wouldn't even. That would just go to your bed. This is frustrating. I'm going to leave. Imagine if your wife was trying to buy a house. Again, I'm not picking your wife, that,
No,
but
no, no.
I know she's a perfect example of
No,
somebody
but
that
we
lives
we
in the United
use we use
States.
AI to help with that kind of stuff all the time. And it's
That's
great.
right. She's trying to find a new apartment for you guys. You guys are currently renting. You want to buy one. You want to buy a condo. She's looking around. She has questions. Instead of having to say, "Hey, Mike, what is this?" She could just ask the bot, and the bot would answer for her.
That's
So
cool.
that actually opens up an entire new demographic for people as well.
Because I mean, you never know what it's almost like a translation system. I mean, you could almost market it as like a translation bot too. If you,
Yes. So it's got that additional functionality in it as well, which I thought is pretty cool. You have a question? I know
no,
I
I
cut
was
you off.
gonna
I'm
say,
sorry.
like, let's say you had sent this, like, if we go along the real estate angle that you have here,
Mhm.
and we've sent this to the real estate agent, and we've got their, I mean, they're seeing a custom link, they have their listing on it, you've gotten their attention, they're saying, okay, this is pretty cool, and they say, okay, well, I like it. How can I get this for me? How can I have this on my site? How do you go from there? How do you sell this to
All
them?
right, so let's get that. That would be the way the agency works right now. So you can actually see up here, it says my agency. I'm going to go ahead and click on this so you can see. Oh, we got to hide that.
I'll edit that out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hide that. That's all. Incidentally, you're hiding that because you can see I actually use this
Yeah, and
and
I've
I've
got
sold
and
this.
there's people's private information that actually have accounts on there, which
Yeah,
is
you're gonna have to put a box over there or something, Mike.
I
Sorry
will,
about
I
that.
will.
So we'll go ahead and click on agency setup. So you can see right here, there's the agency setup. And all you have to do is put your buy button code inside of here. If you want to replace our sales video with your own sales video, it's completely optional. You can put your own sales video code in there as well. Your buy button code could be anything. It could be from PayPal. It can be from the free system that I provide. It can be an affiliate buy button. Whatever you want to put in there, you just pop it inside of there, and it will create your sales page for you. Everybody gets their own unique URL that has their sales page on it. If I go ahead and click on it, you can see now you have a professionally designed sales page, and on the bottom is your buy button, so people can buy it. You get paid. I never even see your customer. I don't interact with your customer unless they ask for tech support, because I do all the tech support. So you never. I know nothing about your customer. I don't get their email. I don't know anything about them. You make the sale. You make the money. I did the work. That's how this works.
And you have a done for you sales video on there, but if they want to make their own quick little video and have this be even more targeted for their clients and their customers, they can if they want to.
Yes, they can replace the video if they want to. You just pop it inside here, your video code. So from YouTube or Vimeo or Wistia, whatever you're using, you put your video code inside of here, and it will replace our default sales video. Again, that's completely optional. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. The only thing you really need to do, obviously, though, is put your own buy button code. And again, that could be the free system that we provide, which integrates with Stripe, or you can use PayPal. You can use pretty much anything that you want, as long as you're able to then redirect people. And I talk about that to this. So this is their access URL. After they buy, they redirect to their access URL. And they get to create an account to SellerBots. So they see everything here and can do everything that I just showed, except for they won't have this agency, because agency is just for you guys.
Very cool. Again, going back to what we talked about before, I mean, we talked about how AI people, they're selling the AI software. Those are the ones that are making the money, and now people are going to have their own useful. I think that's a really important part of this, Brett, is that they're not just getting some random software to sell. They're getting something that is actually useful, that people actually want. I know that you actually tested this out, and you even tested out the system to make sure that the sales system would actually work, and you were able to make hundreds of dollars from doing that. People actually want this.
Yes, and that was important too. Again, I have to test every aspect of the platform. First, I have to test that the software works, then I have to test that the sales page actually converts. So I sold it to people to make sure that people would actually buy it. I have to make sure that's just how I am. I mean, let's be honest, I'm a super nerd. And I have to make sure all my, my T's are crossed, my I's are dotted. And one of the things, like you said about this being useful, one of the things, and I'm not putting anybody down, but one of the things that I've noticed is that a lot of these AIs, they come out and it comes out and then people try to find a reason for its existence. So there's a cool software, it does this and this, and then they try to find a reason why they made it. Where I did the exact opposite. I took a real problem, the problem of people leaving pages, the problem of people not being able to read the pages, not wanting to read the pages, not speaking the language. And I said, how can I solve that? Well, the way you would normally solve that was with like you said, a live chatbot, and nobody wants to do that. So I realized AI can solve that problem. I found a problem and then I solved the problem, as opposed to making the solution first and say, now we got to find a problem for that. Yeah.
Now, this is going to be going live. If you're watching this before we go live, we're going to have a webinar that you can sign up for below and join us on that webinar on the 15th. And we're going to be releasing this for a 3-day launch. There's a few things I want to cover here. First thing is, how is this being sold, Brett? Is this going to be a big sales funnel? Talk to us a little bit about what they're going to be getting, how they can purchase this, and how that price is going to go up throughout the launch.
If you buy this on the launch, there is no sales funnel. And incidentally, I know that people don't like sales funnels because that's one of the biggest questions that's asked on my sales pages. Is there upsells? Can I just get the whole thing at once? So what I decided to do is just sell this all at once, all the whole thing. So the agency, everything upgrade it, just sell the entire package to everybody instead of trying to nickel and dime people with a sales funnel. So no, there's no sales funnel. There is one product that you buy, and that's just the agency access, which gets you everything I could possibly put into this platform. The pricing is going to start at $197, so less than $200. So you get an entire AI software, you get the hosting, you get, the unlimited usage, you get the right to sell it, you get the done for your sales page, you get the done for your sales video for about $200. And I mean, honestly, I wouldn't code for more than an hour for $200. So that's a pretty good deal, I think.
And
it is going to be, I love doing these. I like dime sales. I like
I
rewarding people. I love dime sales. I know you think that I'm kind of lame for that. But I love dime
it's a
sales.
different way of doing things. I mean, you always see these sales pages that have like the timers and it goes up by a certain amount, but there is a sense of, okay, if the people that purchase it early, they're rewarded by getting that lower price, and that price is just going to keep on going up throughout the 3-day launch.
I'll be honest with you, Mike, and people do that. Everybody wants to reward the early birds with a lower price, and that's why you see a lot of sales pages with the price going up. It's going to go up in 3 hours and stuff. And I'll be honest, I'm too lazy to come back to my computer every 3 hours to change the price, and I don't want to stay up till
Well, a lot of
midnight.
times it ends up being BS anyways. You see these sales, these timers, and it says that the price is going to go up, and you go back, and then they haven't done anything with it, so people don't necessarily trust it. With this one, it's the computer's doing it. So it's
Yes.
automatic, and there's no human error on this one.
So every sale, the price will go up. Now, the price isn't going to go up a lot. I'll be honest. The price is going to go up a quarter every sale, 25 cents. But I'm going to warn everybody, those quarters add up quick. They add up quicker than you think.
What's going to happen at the end of the launch? This is going to go from we've got from Wednesday to Saturday. We say it's a 3-day launch. It's not even 3 days. So it's less than, almost like 2.5 days. What's going to happen at the end of the launch?
Then it won't be available. You won't be able to buy the agency access anymore. One of the things that I do, I don't know, a lot of people know, I do my own support. I help my own customers. So when the launch is over, I'm going to be focusing on the customers, making sure everybody got what they need, making sure everybody can use the platform. I'm not going to be accepting any more customers. Now, you will be able to get SellerBot still from either me or from any of the people that picked it up through got the agency. You can buy through one of them as well. But you will not be able to get the agency again.
One big question people always have is, how are they going to get customers? I know the answer to this, but Um, how can people actually get traffic with this? Do you have any training involved? I love asking these questions. I know the answer to it already, but I'm asking you. Go ahead.
One of the easiest way to get customers is just, first of all, just local businesses that you know. So we all know people with a local business. We all know people like I know real estate agents. I know contractors. Another great way is just Google. Go to Google and search for local businesses. This is since it's such a diverse platform that can automatically train itself. It will work for anybody in any niche.
Mhm.
So go ahead and start look at through Google and message them. Say hey, create a bot for them and say hey, look at this. Look how awesome this looks on your site. Wouldn't you like to have this? Isn't
That's the
that
neatest
useful?
part about it is that you can actually demo it for people without having them have a lot of commitment. There's no, oh, I like with web design services, things like that. There's so much involved in it, so much you have to get the code to their website and all these different things to be able to show them anything. With this, you could just walk into a business or email someone or whatever and just send them a link. And you could technically you could have a virtual assistant doing this for you, just sending people links showing with like their that code on their site, just showing them how powerful this is. We will be doing extra training, so for people that want to learn how to get traffic with it, we'll have that included as well, so we can teach you how to how to get clients and how to get traffic with it inside of the system. But I just think it's amazing that you can show it to people, and that's what people want to see. They want like you can go in there and start talking to them about how great how great it is to be able to have this chat thing that I do, and people won't understand if you explain it to them. But if you show it to them and you show them how powerful it is in real time, and you show it on their website, I just think that's so powerful.
Yeah, that actually is going to be a big selling thing. And again, you create it, send it up to them and say, "Hey, look at this." Once they start playing around with it,
Yep.
they're hooked because now they want it. Instantly, it was kind of funny because when I was testing this out and I was using this on the sales page for auto affiliate and for affiliate store, one of the questions that people kept asking for is, "How do I get this bot?"
Ah,
Because once they started playing with it and using it and saying, "Wow, this is cool," I'm asking, "How do I do this?"
they wanted it.
Yeah.
Brett, thank you so much for coming on the show today. These interviews are always fun when I know the answers to a lot of the questions already, but I think it's really it's a like I said before, it's something that people can actually use themselves and be able to provide as a service. Is there anything else, anything we missed, anything you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
No, I think we covered everything. I mean, I do want to point out that probably the absolute most profitable thing I've ever done in my business, and that most people that we all know has done in their business, is selling software. I mean, if you look at every top guy, in this space, every top internet marketer, they all sell products.
Mhm.
There's a reason for that. That's where the money is. So if these people, if people watching this, they want to start being success online, now you can have a done for you product to sell with literally, I mean, you don't have to do any of the work at all. And I think that's a pretty good opportunity that I hope, they recognize.
Again, thank you so much for coming on and best of luck with our launch.
Thanks.